Can you believe if I say most of the technologies we are using today, like the internet, chat GPT, GPS, or even our smartphones, all exist due to World War II? Now that's cause every major invention comes around due to a problem statement. And history's first, most important, and biggest problem statement existed in 1939. That's where World War II has started. Let me explain it to you more clearly. Now, in 1939, Germany invaded Poland, and by 1940, countries like Denmark, Norway, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Paris, France all fell. And the trio, Germany, Italy, and Japan, were sweeping through all the countries over the world. Now, they were literally unmatched. Now, this was happening because German armies had very strong communication method which was through a secret code which no one else was able to crack because they were using a machine called Enigma. Now keep in mind this was a time before computers existed. So the opposition countries like Denmark, Norway, etc. were trying to compete with a machine manually and they were failing constantly. And this gave the powers like Germany, Italy, and Japan the upper hand over the war. And I would say Hitler was very happy at this point of time. This was a problem statement we were facing. We needed a machine which could understand human text, which was encoded obviously, and convey it to us in a meaningful manner which we can understand. And this was important because if we could interpret their messages and decode them, we would know exactly where the next attack was planned, where the next bomb or missile was planning to land, and we could avoid damages. We could know where their armies are headed and remove major civilians from there. Now, this was the problem statement we were facing. And to solve this, we had invented Bombay machine. This was the machine which laid the groundwork for our computer science fundamentals. The first computers like Colossal, etc., were built based on this model. And not only this, even the first computer, like one of the first computers, ENIAC, was built for tracking shell trajectories of the missiles used in World War II. So, of course, there were a lot of damage and a lot of deaths and casualties, but I think war actually helped technology grow in certain manner because imagine how sharp a person's brain would work one day before their examination. And now imagine some of the greatest minds of the century were in the midst of war, how quick and rather sharp their minds would work. I think the technology here was pushed past at least for 30 to 40 years during the World War II and Cold War times. And after the World War II ended, immediately Cold War has started. Now Cold War was different from World War II. This was more of an arms race and also info race. So during the time of Cold War, uh, surveillance satellites were invented, and these surveillance satellites were now currently used for our GPS services, for our Google Maps, etc. Look at the positive points. And communication. So we wanted communication network which could sustain nuclear attacks, nuclear and atomic attacks. So thus internet was invented. Now the internet we use is completely different, but still. And AI systems, rule-based AI systems were invented just so that they could implement strategy during the time of the war. And Cold War was a time where human brain research was implemented. This research helped us build neural networks. Neural networks which are base of all AI technology we are using today. All the CNNs, the image and video based AI interfaces, etc. All trace back to here during the time of Cold War. Even the NLP and machine learning we are using today were invented for spying over other countries. Humans are complacent species. We have great potential, but during the time of comfort, we wouldn't be using it. But during the time of emergency, our original potential will come out. Okay. If you have come this far, I am Siddharth. assistant manager EXL data science, and I'm planning to conduct free Python classes every weekend. So anybody of any age group can join. This will be mostly practical. I won't be bothering you with all the minute details of theory. This will be mostly hands-on, and this will be quick and will help you to uh, take a go at all the coding interviews or hacker rank questions, etc. So this would start from next week. That's first weekend of 2026. So if you want to join, please comment and I will take you in. Yes, thank you.